meeting. Who would have dreamed we'd all be walking around reaching in our pocket or purse to get out our phones? Didn't happen by accident, it happened on purpose. My daughter still goes back to the clinic. They want to monitor long-term effects of chemotherapy on small children. The first question they would ask for years was about her grades in school. She went to college on an academic scholarship. I asked the doctor, could I bring my boys down there and get them a dose of that chemotherapy? From Post-it notes to pacemakers, innovation, progress, good things occur because somebody's paying attention, cares enough to get it right, cares enough to find ways to do it even better, what this meeting is all about. Last year, I had the opportunity to speak in Cleveland, Ohio, at the Cleveland Clinic for 50 heart transplant recipients. They got up on the stage and sang a song one of them had written. I still love you, but from the bottom of somebody else's heart. And I'm sitting there wondering, how do you reach the point where you can get a new heart and not only survive, but thrive? How do you reach the point with a radio transmitter you control people's water heaters, and their heat pumps, and their appliances, and motors, and factories? How do you reach that point? You get there because somebody cares enough to get it right. Somebody cares enough to find ways to do it better. Bottom line, somebody cared enough to put their heart in it. And those are the people who make the difference in this world of people, those who are willing to put their heart into what they do to get it right and find ways to do it better for other people. Those who care enough to plan and have the right plan. I used to broadcast time trials on the NASCAR circuit. Any NASCAR fans here? A few years ago, a good friend of mine sold an airplane to a race car driver who at the time was NASCAR's champion. His name was Bobby Allison. You can imagine that a race car driver would not want a single-engine, fuel-efficient airplane. Bobby wanted a twin-engine, high-performance Piper Aerostar. And he didn't want a stock Aerostar. He wanted an Aerostar with larger engines ordinarily coming in that model. It had to be special ordered. Anything has to be special ordered, takes extra time. Bobby's a race car driver. Patience not his long suit, always in a hurry. So every few days he'd pick up the telephone, he'd call up to Huntsville Aviation, to my buddy Ralph Hood, and he'd say, Ralph, where's my airplane? When's it going to be here, Ralph? What's taking so long, Ralph? Finally, one day, the airplane came in. So Ralph picked up the telephone, he called down to Hueytown, to Bobby's shop. He said, Bob, the airplane is here. It came in this morning. I will deliver it to you this afternoon. Bobby said, Ralph, don't bring my airplane this afternoon, because I won't be here this afternoon. This afternoon, I'll be in the sauna. Every afternoon. For the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be in the sauna. You'll have to bring my airplane tomorrow morning. Now, my buddy Ralph couldn't imagine what this hard-charging, macho race car driver is going to be doing, spending all this time in the sauna. So he asked him. Bobby said, I don't mind telling you. 2 weeks from now, we're going to be down in Daytona Beach. We're going to Daytona to run the Pepsi 400. When we get down to Daytona Beach, Florida, the first week in July, it will be hot. The temperature will be high. The humidity will be high. When I'm in that race car, out on the track, and the engine of that car is developing the horsepower to propel that car around that track at racing speeds, that engine will create an intense amount of heat, and all that heat will be coming right back in my face. When those other drivers from South Carolina and Virginia and Michigan and Missouri and Texas and California and all across this country, when they get down to Daytona Beach, Florida, the first week in July, they're going to wonder if they can take the heat. But I'm going to know I can take the heat. You see, it's not enough to want to win. You have to want to prepare to win. It's not enough to want to see some good things happen. You have to want to be prepared to make good things happen. Part of what a conference like this is all about, making sure you're on top of the curve, getting it right, looking for ways to do it even better, caring enough to plan ahead. My Uncle John